Yo, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Slice. You already know what time it is, man. Those Boruto TBV Vortex Chapter 19 full text translations have came out, and we are going to cover them in today's video. I ain't even gonna waste your time with the intro, man. Look, you know what the deal is, man. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell for the noties. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about this chapter. And also let me know what exactly do you guys think about the pacing of TBV this year. Truthfully, I think it's a little bit too slow for my liking after reading these text translations. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. Let's get it. Alright, so the chapter starts off with a flashback. It's a throwback to, good old days, man, before the Shinji took over. As we see Yodo, RYU, Shinki, and Gaara. And they're all discussing the Iron Sand Blade technique. Now, once again, keep this in mind that these are just text translations / spoilers. Gonna be a lot of detail left out as we saw from last week or last month's chapter. So, it'll probably be a lot more in-depth into that, but that's all we have for now. Switching back to the present time, though, we switch back to a point of view of RYU, and we finally get to see what his sword does to the Iron Sand. It actually dissipates the Iron Sand, freeing Mitsuki from his grasp. Now, in the last chapter, we saw how upset RYU was when he saw that they had basically the Iron Sand stealing technique within the sword. He even went as far as to say that was cheating. So, of course, he's gonna get upset again. Except this time, RYU got upset and he locked in. He went full throttle, unleashing a barrage of iron sand at each and everyone in the vicinity. Now, Ray is doing what he's supposed to do best at this given moment. He's making the best use of that jutsu that him and Shinki came up with back in the day. And he's just using his blade to just incinerate all of that iron sand, protecting everyone. Mind you, they're getting hit from everywhere. Above, below, the side. It doesn't make a difference. Our boy RYU has felt betrayed, and our boy is pissed off and he's locked in. But unfortunately, once again, due to the jutsu, it's not really doing much. We finally get a little bit of Sarada action. She uses her fireball jutsu technique. Uses it against RYU, but unfortunately, it's not that effective. RYU just puts up an iron sand shield wall. Doesn't do anything. Now, I know a lot of us have been waiting for this moment. Our boy Sage Mode Mitsuki. Sage Mode Mitsuki makes an appearance, man, and I know I couldn't wait. So we then pan over to Sage Mode Mitsuki and his snakes. You already know our boy was going to whip out the snakes. So he was actually able to get them behind RYU without RYU detecting them, and they're actually able to restrict them. Now it appears to be a bit of a 1v1 just for a little bit between Mitsuki and RYU. Mitsuki sends some snakes at him, but RYU was able to counter him. But he didn't necessarily use the iron sand as a shield this time. He turned himself into iron sand, almost as if a substitution jutsu, like how Gaara used to do back in the day. Huge difference between this moment and back in the day, though. No one had a counter to this, for Gaara at least. But our boy RYU, once again, big MVP status. He counters RYU's substitution technique. It no longer allows him to keep his body in sand, and he starts forming back together normal. Our boy Mitsuki in Sage Mode, should I add again? I just gotta keep adding that in there, man. I was so excited to see that he went Sage Mode this chapter. But our boy Mitsuki actually was able to land an attack, which then led for that Team 7 combo duo, man. Sarada was then able to activate her Sharingan and launch a Chidori. Unfortunately, though, this isn't Sasuke versus Gaara back in the Chunin times back in the day, man. That Chidori really didn't do anything, just simply because Iron Sand is stronger than regular sand. He was able to just turn himself into Iron Sand again. Hey, man, I don't know. This might be something where we need a little bit more detail as to how he was able to do that after, RYU literally just wiped that away with this technique. Not wiped it away for good, but obviously, he just, countered that, and then I guess he did it again. I don't know, man. We'll need official translations, an official drop to see. But diving back into it, the point of view actually changes from the fight in Sand Village back to Matsuri and Konohamaru. Now we finally get to see another singularity of fate. We get to see someone pop up who hasn't been in the chapter in a while. Ada pops up, and she's actually using her Semigon to spy on Konohamaru and Moegi to see exactly what's going on. Ada says, though, Konohamaru is in trouble, and he could be devoured at any moment. Now, once again, come on now. I've said this in so many videos, and I'm still taking credit. I was the first one to say it. I don't care what anybody says, man. Prove me wrong, debate me, a wall, man. I'm with it. Konohamaru is really looking like he's gonna die. But at the same time now, they've been pointing at it entirely way too much, to the point to where I don't think he's gonna die, bruh. Somebody's gonna end up popping up in the next chapter. This chapter, they had to show Sand Village action, show the Sand Village ninja. Give our boy Mitsuki some shine, you know what I'm saying? Give Sarada some shine a little bit. So the next chapter, I'm almost 1000% certain Boruto or somebody's gonna pop up, bruh. Konohamaru's not dying. I don't think so anymore, at least. Back to the conversation between Ada, Boruto, and Kashikoji. Boruto would like to know the status of Mitsuki, Sarada, and the others. Ada lets them know that their managing to hold their own, but she also doubles down. But Konohamaru is still in trouble no matter what. Now, as I previously stated in my last video, I told y'all, man, Kashikoji knows too much, and he's withholding information from Boruto. So with that being said, we already know Boruto would be entirely way too eager to jump out into the battlefield, and that is entirely too high risk of a move for Kashikoji to allow Boruto to do so. Being Boruto anyway though, he's gonna suggest that he goes out and fight, and we already know Koji's gonna tell him no. We switch point of views again, except this time we get a point of view that we have not seen in a while either. Another thumbs up for your boy Slice. We're actually back in the Shinju dimension. We see Jorah, Hidari, and Bug. They seem to be talking about love. Now that may sound offlandish or outlandish a little bit, but take into consideration that they don't know anything about emotion. So it's even a lot of humans who still don't even truly grasp the concept of love or truly even know the definition of what true love is. So you can only imagine how much that would, have intrinsic value to that of a Shinju. There doesn't seem to be a lot of this interaction though between the Shinju. Doesn't really seem to be covered a lot. It just says they talk more about Konohamaru and Matsuri, and then it switches back. So now I'm starting to think that second time, or the third time that RYU turned his body into iron sand, and that Araya did not use his blade to counter it. Maybe it was for plot purposes, story purposes, I don't know. The Chidori part. But yeah, he uses his blade to counter it once again, except this time, we see something that we haven't seen again in a while. RYU actually has the ability to summon claw grimes from his cloak, and that's what he does. We then get a little bit of more Sarada and Mitsuki action. Sarada uses Fireball Jutsu once again, and our boy Sage Mode Mitsuki, I'm just gonna keep saying that, so y'all might as well just get used to it, bruh. But our boy Sage Mode Mitsuki, he unleashes some more stakes, but unfortunately and inevitably, that's not enough. The claw grimes simply just outweigh them and outnumber them by entirely way too much. Now, I know in my last video that I said Konohamaru is the weakest link out of everybody in the Sand Village right now, but truthfully, especially after this moment, it's looking like it's Yodo, bruh. Yodo's actually on the verge of getting eaten by a claw grime at this very given second. Araya then had to use his blade to go attack the claw grime just to prevent it from eating Yodo, which, once again, she's the weak link, bruh. At least our boy Konohamaru isn't in that much danger, so we think. But me personally, I think that blade was specifically used just to counter Iron Sign. And I say that because his blade actually didn't completely cut through the claw grime, and his blade got stuck inside of it. RYU, being the mastermind claw grime that we know that he is, RYU then sees the perfect opportunity to get rid of that blade. So what did he do? He actually teleported that claw grime back into his cloak, which still had the blade in it. The blade is no longer a part of the battle. That's not good, man. But at the same time, though, I highly doubt that he's walking around with a blade that can only just be used to counter Iron Sand. Maybe he is. I'm not too sure, man. But at the end of the day, the blade is now gone. So we now do not have a definitive counter to the Iron Sand anymore. So it's looking like the Sand Village and the Hidden Leaf, they're all in trouble, man. It's looking like everyone's in trouble at this very given second. We then pan over to the last page, and unfortunately, it's looking like those leaks actually were fake. Not anything that I've covered in this video, but the leaks that I posted down in the community post page. You can go check that out if you want, but it's pretty much no point anymore. I mean, it's cool to look at, but yeah, it's not looking like they were valid, man. Matsuri then proceeds to corner Konohamaru. She says, "It's now time to become one, Konohamaru-chan." I truly think it's hilarious that even though he's asked her to stop, she's still continuing to do so, calling him Konohamaru-chan. I mean, did you truthfully think she was going to stop? Let's be honest. I did a little bit when she got her feelings hurt, but, at this point, she knows she's in control, so I highly doubt that she'll stop. But either way, though, man, those are pretty much it. That's all that we have for the official text translation spoilers. Official chapter will be out on Thursday, so, I say maybe Wednesday, maybe tomorrow, I'm not too sure, but you know, we should be getting like official leaked translations and things along those lines, like the official chapter, but just roughly translated. We should be getting that relatively soon. Like if not tomorrow, then Wednesday definitively. So, you know what I mean? Stay on the lookout for that. You know I will be covering that as well. If you enjoyed the chapter, let me know what you think, man. Drop a comment down below. Please do your boy Slice a solid if you are new to the channel once again, and hit that subscribe button for more anime, manga, theories, and exclusive breakdowns, all by your boy Slice. Go ahead and slide up out of here though, man. It's been your boy Slice, and I am signing out, man. Peace.